going to bring out your next guy. Now, this next guy has only performed on stage once before. This is his second time. So, reach in deep down and pull out whatever extra support and enthusiasm you got. It's really hard when you're starting out, and this guy's been really enthusiastic. He came here like for 6-8 weeks in a row just to build up the courage to be on here. So let's give him some extra love and support for Mitch Timmons.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My name's Mitch. So it makes my boys real sons of Mitches. For tonight, I'll be your Miach. I'm an only child, so for the politically correct, I'm siblingly challenged. Don't feel sorry for me though, because I don't have any brothers and sisters. So look at the bright side. I don't have any brothers and sisters. I grew up knowing I was the favorite. My favorite toy when I was growing up was the bathroom mirror. I used to take it, place it on my chest, and pretend I could walk on the ceiling. Then I'd start running around the house and jumping over the door frames like I was Super Mario, only cooler because I was on the ceiling. My mom started worrying about me, so she went out and got me a real toy, a ceiling fan. Not just any ceiling fan, no, this was a 1550 RPM, 3-speed, fully reversible with remote control. So when we fired that bad boy up, I was able to do tricks, running on the fan, running on the fan, in between these. I ended up getting so good at it that I had to introduce a second mirror to increase the level of difficulty. Double Dutch, stretch pose. It's very difficult to punish an only child, because what are you going to do? Put me in my room? Great, I get to spend time with my imaginary friend. Oh, I just did. Okay. Sorry, this is my imaginary friend, Chewbacca. For the politically correct, he's epidermically challenged. He's an old hippie that loves smoking weed so much, he's got a bandolier of Zippos. I love Chewbacca because he's got my back and also he talks behind my back. Allow me to explain. This is in front of my face. This is behind my face. This is in front of my back. This is behind my back. So if you have friends that have been talking behind your back, not that bad, because I'm doing it to you all right now. There's benefits to having an imaginary friend, that you always have a wingman. Just so happens mine's professional. It also adds credibility to your stories. So one time, Chewbacca and I went to this tavern. You know the ones that have stale beer, BO, and puke is the air freshener they use to mask the real foul stench that's going on in the place? And apparently, if you serve cheap enough beer, we're able to turn off our sense of smell because the place was jam-packed. So busy that they put me at a table with this old guy. And I can only assume that the service was pretty bad because it looked like he ate his face. Well, it turns out he had an imaginary friend too. I'm a gamer, so I buy him and his imaginary friend Bob a beer. I don't remember his name, he wasn't interesting enough. So this guy comes walking by, and he's about to sit in the empty chair, and I say, "Hey, don't sit on Bob." And the guy looks at me. Bob went to the bathroom. He was giving me this dirty look like he was some type of Yoda for the imaginary friend world. And I was like, Yoda would have said, Bob in bathroom he is. You're not that cool. If you're that cool, why do you have an imaginary friend? So we keep drinking. Finally, he finishes his beer, which this is the moment I've been waiting for. He reaches over, he grabs Bob's beer, and he takes a big sip. And I say, "Hey, I bought that beer for Bob." He says, "I know. Bob doesn't want anything from you. He thinks you're an asshole." To this day, I still have no idea what I did to Bob. Chewie has an idea, though. For the Wookiee impaired, I have no idea what that means. Thank you.
Everybody.
Yay, Mitch.
That means congratulations, I think. And I'm a little rusty. I was talking before about people getting congratulations they don't deserve. And this is another thing that bothers me, is that we do that historically. It's one thing when we do it for each other, but when you do it historically, that's extra bad, right? There's a street just up the hill called Dr.